Fight for Freedom Fun Dinner. Our Julia Avant was at that event where some leaders say the fight for equality is much needed during the current political climate.
The Fight for Freedom Fun Dinner started in 1956 at a time where the fight for justice and equality was at an all-time high. Now, those with the NAACP, that fight continues today. From church to political leaders, this event, hosted by the NAACP Detroit branch, gave thousands of people the opportunity to hear from well-known leaders like Congressman and Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries and civil rights icon Ruby Bridges. Leaders spoke on standing strong and speaking up for equality. It's a type of encouragement that current Michigan leaders like Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist says shaped them.
I've been coming to the Freedom Fund Dinner since I was shorter than most people. And my grandma's a lifetime member. She made me a lifetime member.
He says this event strengthens each guest that attends. He says especially at a time when it's needed most.
This is how we come together to get ready for the fights that lie ahead. The attacks on our democracy, the attacks on our rights and our values, they have to be respected and protected. And the NAACP plays an important role of that.
The dinner also celebrated some of the next generation of leaders like Jaden Miller, who shared his views on diversity, equity, and inclusion through an award-winning essay.
I believe it's important for everybody in this area to come together and talk about the same message because it's very powerful and, it brings the whole community together.
Now, other than Huntington being filled with thousands of people, many powerful voices in the audience tonight, there was also a special tribute to Reverend Jesse Jackson, who played a huge role in civil justice in America. In Detroit, I'm Julia Avant, CBS News.
Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam yasha Allah, koholoyim la Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Chachachadash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. I just want to say Thawada to all the Akim and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawah. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And as you can see, let me get this Isaiah 31 real quick. Because our people really believe that they're Americans. Talking about our democracy and all this. So, you beating your feet with all this fucking marching. Trying to be equal with somebody that's beneath you. Because you are Israelites. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are Israelites. According to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, it says that the Lord, matter of fact, let me get that real quick. That you're above these people. And Jake don't understand real freedom. They really believe that they're Americans. They don't have no idea as to what's about to happen to these people. They have no idea that these very same people are about to go into captivity. And I'm going to read a couple of these comments that was in here too. It was only a few. But these Edomites, man, they have that perpetual hatred for you. And when we say Edomites, that's the biblical identity or the biblical ethnicity of the W-H-I-T-E man, as the beloved brother Allah put it. You know what I'm saying? These people running around calling themselves white when actually they're pinkish to reddish in color, like how the scriptures describe Esau as being. They're red, man. They're not white. They don't look like a glass of milk. They're not out here looking like clouds in the sky, That's a social construct that they came up with. These are Edomites. All nations, out of the 18 nations the Lord created, they all have a biblical nationality. And we're going to go back to that, too, in this kingdom. You're going to know exactly who's who. Ain't nobody going to be running around talking about I'm a Chinese citizen or I'm a Japanese citizen or I'm South Korean or I'm North Korean or I'm Russian, German. No, you're going to be called by who you really are. Because, Esau, he's a damn fugitive in the planet. Anyway, Deuteronomy 7 and 6, it says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." So we're above these people. As a matter of fact, going into Deuteronomy chapter 28, we're under the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28 still, and we're still in captivity to these people. Because I was reading in the comments, they like, well, what freedoms don't they have? Acting as if we're so damn free, but we're under the rule and thumb of you people. We have to send our kids to school to learn that bullshit that you want to teach them. You're in control of our food supply. You're in control of our water supply. You're in control of just everything that's got to do with us, man. In the scripture, matter of fact, one of the curses is we will have to go to our enemy for one of all things. And that lets you know who the Israelites are today, right? So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God, Yahweh, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. See? So you got these people right here, they talking about this freedom this, freedom that, and they want to be equals with these very people that's not going to give you shit. These people have done nothing but destroyed your ass. So when it straight comes down to it, if you were to tell these people, you know, well, the Lord is going to send these niggas into captivity. They're going into captivity like how they put us in captivity. Well, that wouldn't be right. Because Jake loved their enemy, man. They love this place. That's the reason why so many of them are going to be destroyed, man. Jake don't have no royalty type of attitude, man. Jake is always in servant mode, you know? And instead of serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, they prefer to serve the so-called white man and his way of life. So let's get verse 15. Because this is where it all starts, right here. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes that I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Right? And one of those curses is going into slavery to these Edomites. Being treated like shit for hundreds of years. And see, now it's time for them to be exposed. These so-called white people are being exposed, man. That's a part of the prophecies in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says the man of sin, the son of perdition, has to be revealed before the coming of the Lord. And he's being revealed on every level. He's being found out to be seen. He's the problem in the planet. He used to be able to just, you know, fool everybody into thinking that, you know, he's righteous. You know, he have on a suit and tie with his hair slicked back. He's all clean shaven. Everybody used to want to be like this motherfucker. You know, you're not successful unless you're successful like one of them. Right? Well, let me get the one that I was going to go into in Isaiah 31. It says, woe to them, Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. They don't seek, our people don't seek Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Esau has whipped his God into your mind. Here you go, 5 centuries. You know, Jake go hard about white Jesus, man. Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. Here you go, you got all these other nations, even though their gods are idols. At least their gods look like them. Here you go, your fucking God is a so-called white man. You trying to be democratic here. No, man, these people are going into captivity, man. This is what's coming to Esau. But let me get a couple of these comments to show you, like, how Esau really feels about you. And it's only 6 old men here. Okay, so somebody says, fight for freedom. Which freedom are they talking about? Whose freedom they're talking about? Who is not free to go and vote as long as they have an ID to prove they... See all that voting shit? Fuck all that voting shit. These people, you know, it's... This is where Jake is at, though. Jake fighting tooth and nail. They'll get out here in rain. They'll get out here in this damn sleet. They'll get out here in a damn tornado. To go and vote for these very people that's not doing shit for them, bro. I guess this person is saying, I haven't seen one thing that the NAACP has done for Detroit. They ain't done nothing for none of you so-called blacks nowhere. But keep you docile, keep you doofy as hell. It says, I no longer trust, support, or donate to any group claiming racism disparity. See that? The NAACP has been associated with fraud, primarily through the 2018 felony welfare fraud charges against former Spoken leader Rachel. Oh, well, she was the lady that was trying to fucking act like she was a black lady. That Rachel Dozell bitch. Oh, man. Anyway. But this person right here, it says they are constantly the victims. Well, of course we're the fucking victims. Yeah, we're the real victims in this motherfucker. You violently enslaved us. You violently beat your idol fucking God into us as a people, man. And then you have the nerve to complain about so-called blacks when you violently stripped us from our land and brought us here, and you got all the fucking complaints about us when we do shit. But what about what you done? Had you not kidnapped us and brought us here, we wouldn't be here for you to complain about. Crazy, bro. Anyway, though, let me get this one too. Cause see, you Jake gotta wake the fuck up, man, and realize that you have enemies. Let me get Isaiah 1 and 3. Let me start at verse 2. Isaiah 1 and 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth. For Yahweh hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. Yeah, we under the curses, man. For being fucking disobedient. Throughout history, man, niggas been hard-headed as hell. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider. They don't even consider who they are. They just proud to be black. You proud to be a color out of a fucking crayon box that this guy placed on you. He told you was black. And y'all just tuck it and run with it with your fucking fist in the air. So 2/3 Jake is going to be destroyed, man. You know? You're running around out here with that same shit, bro. You've been doing the same shit. Like, come on, bro. You've been marching, doing all this, all that. Niggas better come out of that Martin Luther King ass shit, man, and really repent to the Father Yahweh in the name of his son Yahushua. Those are the true names of the Father and Son. That's what we need. The problem with us is worshiping idols, going and being disobedient to our power, man. Holding all these fucking events to do the same old shit. Ain't shit changing. This shit is only getting worse. What the hell? Come on, bro. You've been doing this since when? What the 1930s, 40s, 50s, whenever this shit started, and nothing has changed. Things have only gotten worse. Yeah. Anyway, let me get one more. You got to Salakia, say Salakia, man. So you know for the rant, but this shit piss you off though, bro. Micah 2 and 10, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. And our people are sorely destroyed. I was watching the Orlando elder, GMS Orlando, earlier today, and he was it was some guy that was trying, you know, they was kicking it with, and he was about, yeah, we gotta go to the hood, and we gotta, do this, and this for our people. Man, Jake, look, all we supposed to do is teach this word, man. Go into the highways, teach this word. The Lord is gonna bring into your vicinity whoever needs to hear it, and that's gonna be that, because the Lord is not dealing with all these people, man. Jake love it here. Jake love it here, man. You throw Jake a decent car, he got some rims on that bitch, a decent sound system. He got his PlayStation. He got his Xbox that he can deal with. He can deal with his little woman here and there. Jake making some decent money. Shit, Jake choose this over anything, man. Jake not kingdom minded. They not thinking about, you know what, matter of fact, let me get this one. Jake not thinking about putting the very people that put us into captivity. Oh, we can't do that. That would be wrong. That would make us no different than them. The fuck out of here. In the meanwhile, they still got your doofy ass. You struggling. You and this motherfucker breathing, sucking in the nastiest air quality ever in history. You know, pulling up at McDonald's, possibly eating a goddamn human. You're just retarded. Revelation 13 and 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. You bring that scripture out to these Jake, man. No, we can't be doing anything like that. That wouldn't make us no different than them. In the meanwhile, you got to go punch in, bust your ass for some fake ass money with this motherfucker's face on it. And then he's taxing you on top of it. Then he won't even give you your pay at the end of the day like he's supposed to, while he's running around talking about he's a damn Christian. Pushing white Jesus on you. These people always claim to be the victim. Well, shit, motherfucker, we are the victim. The fuck is you talking about? And these curses are starting to be reversed on Esau anyway, though. But that's not enough. We're looking for the full turnaround, man. That's what we're looking for. Praying that I'm a part of the hopefully elect, man. I pray that I'm play some portion of part in the running these motherfuckers down. I want to be the police in the kingdom, goddammit. Me be a police officer to run they fucking asses down. Put some goddamn hound dogs on they fucking scent. You know, this man done treacherously done us all kinds of dirty, man. And still doing shit to this very day. Still doing shit to this very day. I was just watching, you know, a few of the elders going into that video with RFK Jr. You know, talking about the little black kids need reparenting. They motherfuckers want to put your ass on a farm. They want to put your ass back in slavery. What you think Trump talking about when he say "Make America Great Again"? What you think what you think he's talking about? Matter of fact, I just seen an article where they, you know, of course, Jake trying to sue. Well, this motherfucker done got rid of supposedly 75% of all the, you know, I guess black and so-called black employees since he's been in office. You know what I'm saying? What he's calling DEI. He getting rid of shit out of the fucking museums, that slave shit. They don't just see them. These people don't have no remorse or no empathy or no sympathy for us, man. You Jake gonna realize that soon too, because he's about to come down with great wrath, man. Because he knows that he had but a short time. That Revelation 12 and 12. He's about to really show you niggas, man. All that fucking NAACP, that marching, and we shall overcome, and all that bullshit. You about to see what the Lord is about to do, man. You're not about to overcome. The only way that you're going to overcome is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You're not about to overcome with all this NAACP bullshit. Black power, us black people. All of them brown, different shades of brown. Calling yourself fucking black, bro. And then if it's not that, you calling yourself African American. 2 fucking continents named after 2 so-called white men. And that's a byword as well. I mean, that's a part of the curses too. The Lord said that we will be byword. We will be called bywords. These people don't want you calling yourself no Israelite. And Jake don't accept that, man. Jake love being a nigga. They love being YNs, you know, boss bitches. You know, just a bunch of negative shit, man. Jake love negativity. Whole damn life, soon as they get out of bed, is world star hip hop, man. Motherfuckers live like they in a damn rap video, just looking doofy as hell. Just funky ass chicks online shaking their nasty ass. So sick of seeing that shit. It's like, bitch, all y'all got that same stupid ass look on your face doing them stupid ass dance challenges. In the meanwhile, this man is talking about microchipping your ass. Anyway, man, I'm gonna end out there. Forgive me for the rant. But yeah, it's needed sometimes, man. You know, we gotta cuss Jake ass out, man. Y'all niggas better wake up, bro. Y'all better wake up, man. Straight up. This man is about to come down the pipe with full-fledged wrath and hatred to it. Matter of fact, I can end out with that. Let me get that Ezekiel. Ezekiel 35 and 5, it says, because thou hast had this is for you so-called white people. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord. The Lord like this, I'm putting money on this. I'm putting my name on this, boy. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Yeah, man. You motherfuckers is going into captivity. Matter of fact, what's that? Let me start from the top on this. Isaiah 14 and 1, it says, for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob. So the Lord, he's going to have mercy on us, man. And will yet choose Israel. He ain't choosing none of you other nations. We read that in Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. That strangers is going off to Israelites, man. That's another lesson. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Right? And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Now, hey, this is the future for us, man. This is our future. And y'all might as well get ready and set for it, Esau. So keep all that goddamn jogging up, all that running, or doing all that fucking yoga and stretching. Do all that shit. Keep in shape. Like, for real, for real. But anyway, I'm going to end out there. Pray that the lesson was edifying. Call me Allah in the Bubble Ball.